Hi guys, this is Harrison from Harrison Watts Restoration, and here we are with another video. You've actually caught us in my studio where I'm editing our next video. So this next video will hopefully be the last one in is restoring the Dodge Caliber. I've got another video which I'm going to show, which is a couple of service bits like changing the transmission fluid because it's something a bit unusual, but that's going to be something that's not going to be part of this project. So hopefully, yeah, like I say, we're going to be on the last video now of us doing up the Dodge Caliber. We have got some good news. Leah actually absolutely fell in love with this car and she bought it off us, which is great news for us because it means we can move on and have actually also bought our next project, and that's waiting for us to get going, so that's very exciting. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I like suspense. But what you will see in this video is that it may seem like we've had to take a step back because what I'm having to do is to drop the subframe out. So luckily before Leah bought it and we didn't get any complaints, is that it had a problem with the steering rack. It seemed like we were driving along, we'd put about 200 to 300 miles on it, and all of a sudden the wheels kind of caved in and it swerved off to one side. So in this video, what you can actually see is me dropping all of that, all of the subframe, the rack and everything, and doing an actual restoration job. And this is really exciting. This is what I actually like to do. Rather than just replacing broken parts, I like to actually restore something, and you're going to see some of that in this video. So I really hope you enjoy that. But before we get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can be notified every time a new video comes up, especially seeing as we've got this new project on the go and all exciting times. Don't miss out. So just do it. And I'm glad I did, really, because looking at it, there's quite a bit of restoration I can do on it. The actual bearings in the hub, they're okay, but I want to clean that hub up and clean that frame up. But as I've pulled it out, you can see this wishbone is folded in right here. And if you compare that to the other side, it's straight. So that's going to pull the wheel in. Now that's really strange because when I tracked it the other weekend, that was straight, so it tracked straight. We even drove it around for a bit before that wheel folded in. So it must have been a weakness in the material from the impact, maybe. Just the stress of it's giving it up. But what I will say, I think it's taking that bush with it. That gap there is way too big. Again, compare it to the other side and it's clearly quite a bit bigger. You can't see it very well. Yeah, stay tuned. think we're looking pretty good with our subframe. So the hubs, they're only sitting on there. I'll attach them properly when it's on the vehicle. It just makes it a lot easier to get on, not going to damage anything. And I'll put that cup back over that rubber to protect it when I install it. So that's the original anti-roll bar link, but I've put a new boot on. Obviously I've tidied up everything. Everything's original other than I've got 2 new wishbones, and I've replaced both the tie and the track rod end. This is a second-hand steering rack as well. Other than that, everything else is original. I've just tidied it all up as you've seen. Again, hub's not attached, and I've not attached the caliper hangers because they'll go on again once it's all up and on the car. But I think you can agree, it looks a damn sight better than it was. Okay, let's fit it. Okay guys, so there we have it. The subframe is back up. It's all bolted back up, everything's back on both sides. In fact, the wheel's on the other side. So in the end, we decided to paint the caliper as well. I asked Leah what she wanted, and she chose a racing red to match the rest of the car. So it's still wet, hopefully it'll dry a bit darker. But yeah, so it's all good, we're all back on. So in the middle of doing this, I did do a trans fluid change. That's going to be a separate video, so if you want to see how to do that, great. You can click on that link. But yeah, so that's it. So we're all back together. Power steering fluid's back in. No leaks as of yet. We're going to drop her on the ground and go for a road test, and hopefully everything will be okay.